And good evening, everybody. Welcome to Kentucky Speedway as we get ready for the running of race number 24 of Season 5 here of the Oreo Truck Series. 3 more stops, including this one, before we lock in the Season 5 Oreo Truck Series chase for the championship drivers, where they'll battle it out for 10 races to become the Oreo Truck Series champion. Here tonight, drivers have to start making their moves. They got to start making post-season plans for what they're going to try and do to get themselves into either the top 10 in points or try and capture one of those 2 valuable wild card spots. On the pole for tonight's race, we're going to be running the UHON, I think it's called, 225. I actually think we actually had another race that was sponsored by them too. I'm not exactly sure, and I still don't know how to pronounce the name. But anyway, I guess with the way it's spelled, I'm going to call it the UHON or the UHON, something like that. I don't know what it is. But nonetheless, we're getting ready for the running of whatever it's called. Dom Capps is going to be on the pole for today's race. Capps still looking for his first win of the season, as he currently sits 27th in points. Alongside of him, a driver trying to keep himself inside the top 10 in points. That's Sean Henley. He comes into this race in that critical 10th position, winless this season as well, and a good run here tonight at Kentucky could put him into a good spot to maybe lock himself up a chase spot here tonight. Basically, these drivers, I think there's only... Well, right now, I think we have to wait till next week before we can even solidify in the fact that Sean Galligan has made the chase, as he's the only 3-time winner so far this season. But all that stuff's going to come to light next week when we hit Homestead Miami Speedway, so be sure and tune in for that. Bob Jones, he'll start off in the 3rd position, and then alongside of him, another rookie in Sky Commons in the 25. I believe both of them, yes, they are both former winners this season, so they're both looking for their second wins of the season to try and maybe capture a wild card spot. And take a look at this. Rookies starting to feel the urgency, just like the veterans. 3 rookies starting inside the top 5 for today's race, or for tonight's race, rather. We'll get these cars rolling off in mere moments, kind of bring you up to date on the current points battle for the points lead. Rookie Danica Shirley, after a great run last week at Pocono, she's going to be the points leader coming today's race by 18 points over the 3-time winner Sean Galligan. And then it's a long ways back to Matthew Rodriguez. I don't think he's even within striking distance right now mathematically of catching Danica Shirley. And so it's basically going to come down to Danica Shirley and Sean Galligan. If Galligan has any slip-ups tonight, Danica Shirley, no doubt about it, is going to be the points leader heading into next week's race, and she certainly would like that, as that could further help her chances of getting into the chase via top 10 in the points. Time to get these cars rolling off. We're going to see what they can do here tonight, as we're going to have a pretty wild event, and looks like everybody's going to be good. For a moment there, I thought maybe someone had some kind of engine problem or something, but it was just a little gap there. I don't think we've had any breakdowns this year, which has been a really good thing. So we get ready to show you now your starting grid for tonight's race at Kentucky. Alright folks, sit back, relax, get yourself a big bowl of Kentucky Fried Chicken, and get yourself ready for 27 racing laps under the lights here at Kentucky. Dylan Poteet, actually for the first time this season I believe, finds himself outside of the top 10 in points. He is 11th in standings. He'll try and pick up his second win of the season here at his home track as the green flag comes out. And already they're going to try going 3 wide at the front as Sky Commons tried doing the rim riding job. Don't know if that's going to help him there. Now they're going to go 3 wide for second. Eric Burton stuck in the middle. Henley on the high side. Bob Jones now slips by. He will move to second place. Charles Jackson now looking for third place right underneath his teammate Eric Burton. And here comes Richard Johnson in the 8. Literally shoved Jackson into the corner there. Wow. Quite a move there by Eric Burton, or by Richard Johnson rather, in the 8. He literally shoved Charles Jackson into that corner, and I think we're under the yellow. Yep, we're under the yellow flag already. That didn't take long. They were pushing and shoving through turn 3. I have to imagine that's where the incident may have taken place. And, oh, it looks like it involved Dylan Poteet. We were just talking about him. Tony Blazer also involved. Jake Rogers may have some damage as a result of this as well. But the hometown boy, Dylan Poteet, hits troubles early here tonight at Kentucky here on the very first lap of this race. Let's take a look at a replay. Let's try and see if we can find out how this wreck was triggered. And looks like it's Dylan Poteet going to get a little bit of help from the 99 of Stephen Pollard III right there. I think Pollard and Blazer made contact. It sent the 99 down into the 31. There's Jake Rogers, nowhere to go. Nick Eggleston got held up behind this. And also the 42 of Colin Welty got a pretty good chunk of this incident as well. Wow, Jake Rogers nearly came down to Trent Dunham, and that would have collected yet another victim. And Dylan Poteet, Tony Blazer up against the outside retaining wall facing the wrong way. That was enough for the yellow flag to come out for the first time today. About 5 different drivers involved in this incident in turn number 3. We'll go back to green flag racing on lap number 6 of 27. That should give us a total of 22 laps to go here today. Dom Capps currently the leader. Second place Bob Jones. Eric Burton is third. Fourth is Charles Jackson. Richard Johnson up in fifth. Sixth place is Sean Henley. Sky Common seventh. Alex Tanker up in eighth. Ninth is Kyle Sosnowski, and Maggie Vedaravu, our winner last week at Pocono. She is in 10th place. Christopher Martin currently runs in 11th. 12th place is Luke Walker. Mason Wood, our winner from 2 weeks ago at Watkins Glen, he's 13th. 14th is John Cittadino. Anthony McCurry is 15th. 16th place, that's going to be Ryan Acosta. 17th is Stephen Pollard III. Emilio Navitt runs 18th. 19th, Adam Chambers. And 20th place is Nicole Williams. Let's jump back, try and find some of the other front runners. There's Matthew Rodriguez. He's going to restart this race in 25th place. He comes in third in the points. A few cars behind him. There's the points leader, Danica Shirley, going to restart in 28th place. There's Chris Dollarton restarting in 30th. He is 12th in points. Move a little bit further back there. You're going to find James McLeod, who is 19th in points. He's 36th. Sean Galligan, 38th. Second in points, as we mentioned. And then, of course, Dylan Poteet restarting way at the tail end of this field, as he's currently in the 40th position with damaged truck and all. And we mentioned at the top of the program, he comes in 11th in the standings. Getting ready to go green. Only one driver out of the race, and I believe that's Tony Blazer, and that is indeed the case. So here we go. Green flag comes back out. Let's see if we can have a little bit of a green flag run here now, with the cars restarting in single file formation rather than 2x2. Dom Capps, I believe the closest Dom Capps was to going to victory lane was back, well, no, twice Dom Capps almost won. He won almost at Atlanta, where he ended up losing that race to Sky Commons, and then he nearly won at Dover. Remember, he was leading, and then under the caution flag, he spun his car around into the back of a damaged race car, and it DNF'd him from that race. So Dom Capps looking for some redemption here tonight, still looking for that first victory, as here comes the two Richard Childress cars, Eric Burton and Charles Jackson. Those two, it's as if we're racing at Talladega or something. They were bump drafting down the front straightaway there. They made it work, though. We're still green flag racing. As Dom Capps going to survive, still lead, but here comes Eric Burton after he just got a shove from Bob Jones. He'll carry a lot of speed into this corner, but nope, here comes Charles Jackson, his teammate down on the inside for second place. So as these guys continue to battle for position number 2, that's allowing Dom Capps to get away, as Sean Henley nearly got into the back of Charles Jackson there. He's thinking about going 4 wide for second, and that's exactly what he's doing. They are almost 4 wide coming off the corner. Eric Burton wisely backed out of that battle, made it 3 wide. And look at Henley. Look at the run he's getting on the inside line. Little help now from Sky Commons. That's allowing Dom Capps and Bob Jones to get away. I mean, it's incredible the way they're racing right now, but the incredible thing is they're keeping it together. This is great green flag racing going on here at Kentucky. Meanwhile, Eric Burton, he's not giving up on a spot inside the top 2. He still is all over the back bumper now of Bob Jones for that second position. And here comes Kyle Sosnowski. We haven't talked about him tonight. Nice run right now for the 7. He's looking for his second win of the season as well, as he currently is 23rd in the standings. Look at this gaggle of cars back here. My goodness. Richard Johnson, Alex Tanker, his teammate John Citadino, Henley, McCrory, Wood, Maggie Vadarva, Christopher Martin. There's a lot of winners in that field right there. Christopher Martin has 2, Commons has 1, Maggie Vadarva has 2, Mason Wood has 1. As they're meanwhile battling up front, and I think we got a battle for the lead. Bob Jones tried to get the outside line working on Dom Capps. Can he get it to work here down the front straightaway? First time today we've seen someone try and challenge as drivers utilize that apron there. That is legal. This is not Talladega where you can't pass beneath the dotted yellow line. You can pass anywhere you want to on this racetrack, and you can utilize that entire apron on the front straightaways. Oh, one car snaps around. That was Alex Tanker, and Anthony McCurry's going up and hit the wall right in front of the majority of the field. That's going to bring out the caution for the second time tonight, and Bob Jones has been able to use the outside line to get around. First time tonight, he's going to lead a lap as he is the new leader under our second yellow of the night. And this one's going to involve quite a few, I do believe. Yes, Jake Rogers, Dylan Poteet caught up in it yet again. There's Mason Wood, our winner from Watkins Glen. Last week's winner, Maggie Vadar was involved. Hayden Klein's got damage. Some other cars on pit road, I couldn't tell who they were. The points leader, Dinka Shirley, may have been involved. Felix Harris may have damage. There's Nicole Williams, and who's that car I saw on pit road? It was Colin Welty. There you see Vadarvu, Poteet, Rogers, all coming down pit road. And there is the car that snapped out of line and had the incident start, and it was Anthony McCurry in the 27. Gonna have to take a look back and see what happened. There's also some damage to Jacob Cook in the 29, maybe even Stephen Pollard the third, fourth in points. He's got a little bit of a dent in the rear of his Aflac Ford F-Series. So we're gonna have to find out what happened to put us under the yellow for the second time here tonight as we near halfway. Let's take a look and see here what happened. Oh yeah, it was teammates actually getting together that started this wreck. John Citadino and Alex Tanker get together. Tanker came down across the nose of Anthony McCurry. That got him loose. He snaps up the racetrack back up in front of Mason Wood. Ryan Acosta gets a piece of it. Emilio Navrit's in it. Sean Henley's involved back there. Christopher Martin's going to get a piece of it. There's Maggie Vadarvu, Adam Chambers. A lot of drivers we didn't know involved did get pieces of this. Matthew Rodriguez back in that. There's Nicole Williams. I think the 6 may have gotten a little bit of it there too. Hayden Klein, Rod Houston, they were in it. There's Jacob Cook. There's Danica Shirley. I don't know if she got through it or not. She definitely had to slow down. Oh, Dylan Young gets involved as he got jacked up by the Colin Welty machine, who then hits Hayden Klein. Dylan Poteet ran in the back of Danica Shirley, so she was involved in that incident. There's Mason Wood involved. On the high side there, right side, you can just barely see the front of his car. That's Stephen Pollard the third. So there were a lot of different drivers who actually did get little pieces of this that we did not know about, including Henley, Adam Chambers, Dylan Young, and now we know Danica Shirley, the points leader, was involved in this there in that 3 truck. We'll have to see if she'll be able to continue. Quite a few drivers involved in this, a lot of them pretty heavily damaged, including Hayden Klein, Mason Wood, Maggie Vadarvu, Dylan Poteet, and Jake Rogers. We wouldn't be surprised if their nights come to an early end here at Kentucky. So we're going to head back now for our restart, which should take place past the halfway point. Getting ready to go back to green flag racing. We'll return to the green on lap 16 of 27. That will give us a total of 12 laps to go here tonight. We had a nice green flag run there that time. They kept it together, I believe, for about 7 laps before we did have our second caution of the day, and it claimed the following victims: Sean Henley, Mason Wood, Maggie Vadarvu, Dylan Poteet, Jake Rogers, Colin Welty, and Hayden Klein. They joined Tony Blazer back in the garage area. 2 drivers who this may hit very hard in points are Sean Henley and Dylan Poteet. They both came in 10th and 11th in points. And right now, on that precipice around the 10th place position with the chase looming, those drivers do not want to have DNFs this late in the season when they are so far down at the bottom or near the bottom of the top 10 in points. So they really have to get their program turned around next week at Homestead, and then of course at the end of the season, end of the regular season race finale at Arizona. So They got to get their heads back in the game here if they're going to have a chance of making the chase for the Oreo Truck Series Championship. Top 10 as we go back to green are Bob Jones, Kyle Sosnowski, Dom Capps, Richard Johnson, and Eric Burton. Then it's Alex Tanker, Luke Walker, Charles Jackson, Sky Commons, and John Cittadino complete the top 10 as the green flag is back in the air and we're back underway here at Kentucky. Now we saw Alex Tanker, John Cittadino, they got together, but notice all three of the Joe Gibbs Racing Toyota Tundras, they're starting up here in the top 10 for this restart. So good night so far for those drivers, despite that little bit of contact we saw between Cittadino and Alex Tanker coming off of turn number 2. Another thing we're going to have to keep an eye on is Bob Jones. He is the second leader of the night, second only to Dom Capps, but he ended up making the pass on Dom Capps via the high side. Sosnowski now coming down to the bottom. Let's see if he can actually make a pass down low. That was what I was going to have for a question, is the only passing lane up high? And Bob Jones, he got the good run down in turn 2. He may be able to keep the top spot here. Let's see, Richard Johnson, he thought about 3 wide, can't do it. Still side by side between Bob Jones and Kyle Sosnowski. Both former winners this season, both looking for their second win of the season, both eyeing a wild card spot very possibly. Sosnowski 23rd in points, Bob Jones currently 29th in points. They may have to rely on a wild card spot, as they could be. I can't say it for certain because I haven't worked the calculator to find out, but they may be at this point mathematically ineligible for getting up inside the top 10 in only 3 races, including this one. And there's the answer to our question. The outside line is clearly the passing line here at Kentucky tonight. Bob Jones, again, was able to keep the lead from Kyle Sosnowski. Dom Capps now going to try and take second place on the high line away from Sosnowski, and he has succeeded in doing that. So we're definitely seeing if you're going to make the pass, you got to make it on the high side. As now they're going to go 3 wide for third. Sosnowski put in the middle, Alex Tanker down low, Sky Commons on the high side. How about those 2 drivers in particular? Alex Tanker in the 18 and right behind him Luke Walker in the 45. They come in 6th and 7th respectively in the points. Great runs tonight for both those drivers, both trying to make their first Oreo Truck Series chase for the championship. As still up in front with 8 laps to go, Bob Jones out in front. Now Bob Jones, let's take a look at the points real quickly here. As I mentioned, he is currently 29th in points. That would put him, according to right now where everybody is in points, if he had that win, that would put him ahead of Maggie Vedaravu. Now if Christopher Martin tonight is able to stay inside the top 10 in points, that would put Bob Jones in one of the 2 wild card spots at this point. Not saying it's going to happen, but at this point, if Bob Jones were to win, he would currently hold a wild card position. But here comes Dom Capps. He's determined that inside line is going to go, and he's going to be the one to make it work. He cannot seem to get by Bob Jones on the high side. Says, I'm going to pass you on the low side. Is there a slow car up ahead? My eyes may have just been playing tricks with me. No, I am correct. It is Nicole Williams up ahead. They're going to encounter a slower car in mere moments. As, whoa, look out. Sosnowski pushes Capps into the corner. Commons pushes Sosnowski. And now there's going to be problems. And Dom Capps gets held up. Kyle Sosnowski is going to get by for the lead. The slower car of Nicole Williams going to take away the hopes of winning from Bob Jones and Dom Capps. Undoubtedly the 2 dominant cars of the night. Sosnowski now with a 3-car length advantage over now new second place driver Sky Commons. Then third place driver Alex Tanker. Richard Johnson is now in 4th. And now look at this gaggle of cars for 5th after that Nicole Williams machine held all these guys up. Luke Walker, Eric Burton, Charles Jackson, Barney Ward, Dom Capps, Bob Jones, and Margaret Mason's now up here in the mix as well, along with not Sky Commons, I'm sorry, he's further up. Chris Dollerton was who I meant to say. Seth Cole there, Christopher Martin, Trent Dunham there as well, John Cittadino. And look here, look at Sean Galligan. Sean Galligan is now moving his way up. He's inside the top 20, currently in 19th. But oh boy, is he in a hornet's nest. Oh, they're 4 wide. They are 4 wide. Oh, and they are going to keep it together. And Galligan just picked up 2 spots right there. That is big for the Blue Deuce. I want to see where he crosses the start-finish line, because Sean Galligan right now may be making a clear case for himself to take the points lead here tonight from Danica Shirley, who we know had problems early on in this race. He's crossing the line in the 16th position. Now, we said that he was 18 points back from Danica Shirley. That means that she would have to be running 35th or worse. Where is she? Currently in 30th place, side by side with Jacob Cook for that position. So Sean Galligan's got a little bit more work to do here. And he's only got a handful of laps left to do it as the battle is on for the lead. Sosnowski has it. Sky Commons wants it. Coming to the line, 2 laps to go here tonight. Richard Johnson's now moved to 3rd. Battle for 4th. Eric Burton trying to get the high side working as he's battling with Alex Tanker. And there's another car up ahead. Emilio Navarrete. They're going to encounter him. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe Anthony McCurry's up ahead there. Yes, he is. So they're going to have 2 cars to contend with. Let's see what's going to happen here. Sosnowski makes light work of the Emilio Navarrete machine. Now dives low on McCurry. He's cleared them both. Sosnowski, smooth sailing for the 7-speed Dodge. Out at turn 4, the white flag is displayed for Kyle Sosnowski. 4 car lengths in hand over Sky Commons. Sosnowski's just got to hit his marks. He's looking for his 2nd win of the season, and I think, barring any problems, he is definitely going to get it, as I think the yellow flag has come out. Yellow flag has come out. Doesn't matter. We're racing it back to the line. Kyle Sosnowski, still 4.5 car lengths in hand over Sky Commons. Sosnowski may have this one in the bag. He missed out on the chase last season, had no wins. This season, he will come down and win his 2nd race of the season, winning at Kentucky. That may have just ensured him a spot in the Oreo Truck Series chase for the championship here in Season 5. Smoke in turn 1, that was the caution. Doesn't matter, Sosnowski is our winner tonight in the UHON, or UHON, I don't know, 225. What a great win there for Kyle Sosnowski. His 2nd of the season as mentioned, and as I said, when he crossed the line, that could very well have been the win, been the move that's going to get Kyle Sosnowski into his first Oreo Truck Series chase for the championship. We're not even going to bother to look back at what that incident was, because it did not play an outcome into the finish of this race, but we will look at the official top 10 results. Sosnowski the winner, Sky Commons in 2nd. How about Richard Johnson? Great run in 3rd. Eric Burton 4th, and Alex Tanker, he'll stay inside the top 10 in points with a great 5th place run. Luke Walker in 6th. Great run for him as well. He'll stay inside the top 10. Chris Dollerton may have moved himself into the top 10 in points with a 7th place run tonight. Nice run for Trent Dunham in the 1 car. He'll finish 8th. Nick Eggleston, been a long time since we've seen him finish in the top 10. He's going to get 9th. And Austin LaPlante, very nice run for the 16 car in the 10th position. Got to find out now, where did Danica Shirley officially finish this race? 31st position. In order for Galligan to take the points lead heading into next week at Homestead, he would have to finish 18 spots ahead, which would be 13th position or better. Where did he finish? He finished dead on in 13th place. That means that for the first time in a long, long time, we're going to have a tie for the Oreo Truck Series points lead heading in to Homestead, Miami, between Danica Shirley and Sean Galligan. Wow, I wasn't expecting that, but that's going to be the case. Galligan, Shirley, they'll be deadlocked, co-points leaders, heading in to race number 25 at Homestead, Miami. Who is it going to be that's going to emerge victorious at that track? We'll find all that out. But congratulations to Kyle Sosnowski on his 2nd win of the season as he takes the checkers here today. Hope you guys enjoyed today's race. If you did, be sure to give this video a like, subscribe to become part of the crew today. Here comes your official finisher results, overall point standings, and rookie point standings. Danica Shirley, Sean Galligan, co-points leaders heading next week. You've been watching a production of the NNSCRA, offline racing at its best.